parties.
Yeah, this is the old playground. This is where the magic happened.
Where else do you go?
It's terrible. I remember when those exchange students came when we were in sixth form, and I was like, "Do you want to come to a party to these girls from like, Germany and France?" And they were like, "Yeah, sounds good." And then they came down here and they instantly saw what was going on. They were like, "Oh, this is not what we expected." It was degeneracy. That's what and they were not impressed. No. Yeah. Should have brought the GoPro, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Titties. Yeah, I mean, I kind of just, obviously you get sick of it on the Isle of Wight and that, but every time I come back after a while, just get reminded it's really nice.
You're playing with them.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess you kind of just take it for granted.
Well, it really reminded me when we came down to the Brit and we had a lot, I showed her around everywhere and that, and we had a lot to do. We had a really fun summer. And it kind of just, put it into perspective. When you show someone else, you kind of live vicariously through them. And, yeah. Spinnaker. Portsmouth. That's a 1. I was looking at these rib cruises you can do for like £22. They take you out around the forts.
Yeah.
Might go up for that.
How much is it?
I think it was like £22. I've got a picture on my phone. When I finish this, I'll have a look. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do it today, are we?
No.
But maybe tomorrow. It depends what time you're going.
Yeah, about lunchtime probably. So if I leave it too late, I'm about to be pissed again. I'm not going to pick me up then. So. He just messaged me, "You lightweight," because I said probably better leave it tomorrow. But I only said that because he said he was on a pub call.
Oh, mate, look, it's what's his name's dad? Frenchie's dad.
Is it?
Yeah, he used to come in the shop all the time. Yeah, look. So is this thing still open? I've not seen it open in years. They did a little museum with like dream catchers and things up there, didn't they?
Yeah, I remember. I've been out there a couple of times.
And then there's like a little sort of like a cream tea thing up top.
Yeah,
Very like sort of very limited seating, but if you can be bothered to sort of like, well, I think you have to book it. I don't know.
Full tourist, mate. I wouldn't think you grew up there.
What?
You're in full tourist mode.
Well, yeah, just people want to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching this guy do just like vlogs and talks about random shit like his drug experiences and like relationships or like living in Spain and things like that. And I was thinking about doing the same thing, like just going for a walk in the woods and just like a selfie stick and just talking about random shit. seems like the kind of person who sort of like has had the same kind of like growing up as us, but he's mellowed out like recently after doing psychedelics and just sort of become really like based and shit. And but in fact, I watched this like 2-hour video about what it's like being an expat living in Spain, and it really kind of put me off of it because he was saying about how they kind of have like this negative view of English tourists, or like expats, immigrants, and because you know people just go there to drink cheaply and don't learn the language and things, and they're right. And well, I've been learning Spanish anyway for like the last 2.5 years on Duolingo. So you know, I was thinking about it. If there was work out there, could go there and stuff. But he said that like it's quite hard to make close friends that are Spanish because of the speed at which they speak. And when you're in a friend group, they find they have to slow down for you. Yeah. And it's whatever. I don't know. I hate the idea of feeling isolated there. Really, I like to have sort of like regular friends to see and talk to and things, and I don't know.
I tried learning Spanish on that app.
Yeah.
Didn't get very far.
Yeah, I'm not really under any illusions that I think it's gonna sort of like make me speak it. But I've been learning the language itself.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a hobby really.
Got a lot of empty beach there.
I know, yeah. It'd be a good frisbee spot, but I don't want to get sand in my shoes.
Beach issue.
Oh, I think it's over there. Yeah, that's a good spot. Hope we don't lose the frisbee. Oh no, they have knocked it all down, yeah. Yeah. So were you there where we used to just... Well, we basically invaded it. Yeah, I don't remember that. I think it got a bit chaotic, a bit more chaotic than I would have liked, to be honest. Because when me and Jordan first found one open, we just stayed there one night because we walked back from Seaview. And, well, it's whatever, isn't it? You're teenagers, it's not like you care. So yeah, and then more and more people would go around there, and we'd just stay in there and just like smoke and whatever.
Yeah.
And
in the shallows.
yeah, and we just basically colonised it.
Yeah.
But I think that people got a bit crazy with it, bit too loud, bit too like sort of like just smash it up and stuff, and it became obvious.
Into the activities bit and started stealing like the air food,
Well,
the bows and stuff.
why did they put it? Why did they leave them there? But yeah, no, it was great.
I think there was a video of people breaking into the abandoned swimming pool.
I've seen that on the. I think it came up on Reddit actually,
Someone showed me that.
on the Isle of Wight subreddit.
Quite a cool way they break in. Isn't it?
Through the duct.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. I do like a bit of urban exploration stuff. I saw one in Preston where they went into the old abandoned cinema.
It might have even been you that showed me.
Maybe, yeah. Let's pause that for a minute because it's not really like when we would jump over the wall and go into this like pool in someone's random back garden of their summer house. We didn't get caught for months, but eventually, obviously, always people start to take the piss more and more and get louder, and you can't have a nice thing for too long, and they kind of. And yeah, people would kind of just like want to invite like too many girls round and things, or you know, and just maybe like screaming and that, and it would just kind of ruin it for everybody. And I just, the same with the chalets.
Yeah.
You know.
That abandoned house down the back of Ryde House.
Oh, I don't remember that. But abandoned house.
Yeah, there was a little. Well, it turns out it wasn't an abandoned house; it was a summer house. So we were just broken.
Okay.
And we used to like go there on lunch and we'd be baking bread in the ovens.
Jesus, I never knew that.
And then people got into the attic and they knocked loads of the roofing off.
Yeah.
And then they got onto the roof. You go that way.
Yep, sure. Well, do you remember that time we stole a golf caddy?
No.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, what, at Ryde Golf Course?
from next to Ryde High again, we got this golf caddy from somebody's front lawn, and I think it was like Kenny Jenkins and Rob.
Yeah.
They hotwired it, and we drove it. Me, Jimmy D, and Rob. I think Jamie White was there as well. We drove it all the way from there to Seaview,
I think I remember.
along the country road. We parked. We like stopped for a minute and when it basically like parked it in a bush for a car to go past. It was the fucking police. They didn't even notice. They drove straight past us. And yeah, we put like a plank of driftwood on the pedal in the end, and just let it go into the sea, and it kind of just like went like questing out there, and then just sort of like putted out and did a little turn. Tried to steal a helicopter as well in this hotel in what did you say what was it called? Bembridge. Yeah. Bembridge. There was this like really posh hotel in Bembridge. It always had a helicopter parked out there in the field. We like got in it and tried to fucking like start it and stuff. Like what we were even thinking we were gonna do. We 100% all would have died. But you know, at least we tried. So we've got it just kind of reminds me of Naruto around here, because
there was them photos that you showed a while back.
Oh yeah.
That was up there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we used to sit around here and just watch Naruto on PSP, like me and Jake and Connor. Yeah, that was nice. And this little roof, and people would it was like the biggest dare to jump from that roof down onto that grass down there. And I never mustered up the courage. I think Dale's brother did it. Maybe Rob did it. Maybe Jamie White did it. But yeah, that was whatever.
If you go too far and roll off into the road.
Well, I think somebody really hurt himself doing that. There was a video here where I got stuck in a tree and Connor was filming me, and I was like, stop taking pictures to help me, and my voice wasn't broken, so I was just like such a whiny little bitch, and he was just sat there like yeah. It looks so plush on the camera. It's like really, really green.
Yeah, it does better than real life.
No, it looks better in real life. What are you talking about? It's underrepresenting it. I always wanted to try and make this map in in sort of like an FPS or something. And then sort of like you could have this run down version, then you could have the actual World War II artillery accurate version as well.
You used to be able to get into the fenced off bits as well, didn't you? The actual tunnel.
Yeah. I don't know where this gig's going to be, but I'm going to check the poster in a minute.
What's going on memories? They are rusted as shit.
You just straight through it and get tetanus. I just really want to see all this working, because get the general gist of it. It spins around, it's artillery, but what's the dugout bit for and all that? You know what I mean?
Probably for loading, is it?
I don't know. No idea. I'll have to do some perusing. If you cleared it out, it wouldn't be a bad little place to sleep as a homeless person. At least it would be like out of the wind and stuff. But we had some. Did you ever had like water fights down here? You find like water bombs, and yeah, we'd get up on that bit in the middle, and that was like the fort to hold. And you could you can get across this part. Yeah, there's like, oh man, it's all it's like a little hidden tunnel now. And yeah, you get through that part and like sneak up, or you can just brute force it straight up the hill. Yeah. And I remember like where somebody was like trying to defend it, like throwing water bombs off this way, and I managed to sneak. I managed to sneak up behind and just absolutely fucking slam someone just as they turned around. It was amazing.
That might have even been me.
I think it was somebody called Ollie Grant. Do you remember him?
Yeah,
music guy. Yeah, but it might have been Ollie someone else. I can't remember. Yeah. So do you want to chill here and get the frisbee out?
Play a bit of frisbee?
All right, sweet.
Parkour?
Yeah. Parkour.